YouTube, what is up? We are back on the OTB Sports channel. I'm here with Boog. We're going to dive into these games coming up this weekend and then dive into our official picks. Boog, starting off, we're going to go by window. So we'll start with a 1 p.m. Bucks, Bills. So the Bucks obviously 6-3. Bills are also 6-3. Should be a good matchup. The spread is 5.5 in Buffalo's favor. Tell me what you think about that matchup a little bit. I know Bake has been, I don't want to say regressing, but like kind of coming back down to earth a little bit. So,
Yeah. Yeah, Baker
y-
Mayfield, I mean, he started off the season as hot as anyone, was looking like the front runner for the MVP through the first, I guess, 7 or 8 weeks or so.
yep.
You look at this Bills team, they're coming off their worst loss of the season. Obviously, you lose to a horrible Miami team who just flat honestly, that game, I think it was only 14-point game, but that game was not as close as the score indicates as
Nah.
well. The Bucks also coming off a disappointing loss bye week off the Patriots. I do think this will be a shootout. I'm not really a believer in either of these defenses, nor am I a believer in the secondaries. So yeah, I think this is shoot. I don't really have a real lean for this side yet. Maybe we'll do another episode before the games come out, and I'll have a side. But if I had to pick a side right now, I'm going to go with Tampa Bay's points. Um, Again, I could see Buffalo beating them by 6, but I think just two high, powerful offenses. The game script will keep the uh the Bucks in the game, so I think both quarterbacks will ball out. And yeah, I'll lean the Bucks.
Yeah, Bucks, Bills. The Bills have not gotten their ass whooped like that. And I don't think they've had a game like that since Josh got there. Like, I can't think off
Yeah,
top of a game that was that bad, like for the Bills. I don't see them play games that awful. So I'm going to chalk it up as an anomaly. I know that the Bills do. I mean, I don't even want to call them bad losses, but they did lose to the Falcons. They lost to the Patriots. Falcons is like, whatever. You never know what you're going to get from them. But I expect the Bills to come back firing. I think they cover the 5.5. And I'm not going to put it in my official picks, but I was talking to my boy about it. I'm going to just put like $100 on the Bills minus 14. Like
wow.
just to get like the juice out of it, you know what I mean? Like I think it's going to be a routing. I think this is the Bucks come down to earth like hard moment. Bills bounce back. They're at home. They really play well at home. Like the
They
Bills are
do.
a really good home team. So yeah, I do like them to cover the 5 more than the 5.5. I think Josh Allen gets it going. James Cook obviously is, I would say, I mean, I know Josh Allen is a lot. I would say James Cook's the heart of that offense because when he's on, I mean, he wasn't playing well, or I mean, I gotta give credit to the defense last game. They locked him up pretty good, but credit to the Dolphins, like I said. But I think that you watch that Chiefs game, James Cook was balling out. They win the game. I feel like every time he has 90 to 100 plus yards, I think it's always a win. I don't know. We have to look that stat up. James Cook wins and losses when he has 100 yards. I think that's a good stat. We'll get into that later. Chargers, Jags, the next game in the 1 p.m. window. I think that this is going to, I think for both sides, I think that this is a really good game. For the Chargers, just because obviously they're literally dealing with a JV O line. 7-3 though. I mean, I know Herb gets a lot of the benefit of the doubt, right? They call him Captain If, right? But I mean, bro, to do that, what he's doing with this line, got Kamani Vidal, third string running back, like they're making it work. Credit to Jim Harbaugh, or I mean to Jim Harbaugh. They're doing, I mean, their like identity is getting built right now. They're becoming a tough football team. That's something that they weren't before. And nobody's talking about it, but that defense is playing out their mind. Like that defense is playing out their fucking mind. I do like the Chargers to win. The spread in that game is 3, but for your boy T Law, this is make or break.
I
I,
don't really think so.
I'm
If he balls out, you're not going to change your opinion on him,
I'm
and if
not
he shits the
exactly.
bed, you're going to double down. So I disagree with that.
At least you know. But look, but this is my problem with it. Um, if you do go and ball out, if you're T Law, right, and you do go ball out in this game, obviously, like you said, I agree. I'm not going to be bought in on you, but you're going to buy yourself a little bit of time. I think T Law, obviously, you have to stick with him this year. I think they have to stick with him the year after. But after this season, the next upcoming season, if we're seeing the same stuff, he's got to be out. Like he has to go. Like, and I think they will do that. I think the GM's gonna, the GM's a young, impulsive little kid who made one of the worst trades in NFL history, in my opinion. We'll talk about that another day. I think that Travis Hunter trade was literally the worst thing you could have done for your franchise, drafting a kid who's 160 pounds, expecting him to play both sides of the ball. Not a good look. What do you think about the Chargers, Jags? Who needs this more? Who needs this more? A 5-4 Jags or a 7-3 Chargers? Because the Chargers division is cracked. Like we know that.
Yeah. I'm gonna say the Chargers need this more
Yeah.
just to build that lead and keep that edge game on Kansas City, especially with them. We'll get into that game later, especially with them taking on the Broncos. I think this is just a game like if there was a game that you had to win, not that the Jags are your first opponent, but I think they're probably in that seventh to eighth pick of teams you would pick in the league to play.
Yeah.
So this is a good game for them. You mentioned it earlier. This is a tough team. When they were with Brandon Staley, this team it just felt like a cakewalk, cupcake team. I know they played in
This is the
SoFi.
team. This is also the team. Rewind to that wild card game. The only
Yeah,
playoff game
exactly.
that Trevor's
I
ever played. 27,
I
was it
think yeah.
27 0 comeback or something?
Yeah, yeah. I think they matched up one time since then, but still, that memory is definitely fresh for a lot of those
For
players in
sure.
that locker room. But yeah, Harbaugh has definitely toughened this team up 100%. You look at this team, you might think they have flair with the big SoFi Stadium and all the events that happen and the cool uniforms and celebrities are always there. But this is a team that is going to run the ball. They're going to be physical up front. They're going to try to get after the pass rush, and they
Yep.
make tackles. This is a team that is disciplined in every way that you need to be. They're not a team that gets penalized. They don't make self-inflicting errors on special teams. It just overall a good football team. Like you might not think the Chargers are elite, but Chargers are a good team, no doubt. I like the Chargers to win this game. I think the Jags season is cooked. I think they started off great and they had to because their schedule was a cakewalk. And if you
Yeah.
look at their schedule for the remaining games, it's going to be an uphill battle. I'd be surprised if they won four of those
I think
games.
the
I'd give
Texans
them
get in
three.
before them, honestly.
Yeah, I think the Colts will be the only team in the playoffs from that
Yeah.
division. I think they've just got a commanding lead
Yeah,
on
that
it.
lead is huge. That lead is
Texans
huge.
offense just horrible inconsistencies from the quarterback. And obviously we mentioned the Jags, and we don't need to mention the Titans at all. So
Not
yeah,
at all.
definitely more important for the Chargers. I like them to win this game.
Yeah, T Law is going to have to wipe that shit off his leg and not be 32nd in passer rating for a guy who's making more than Jalen Hurts, Matt Stafford, Lamar Jackson. I mean, the list goes fucking on. Like this guy's getting paid more than a lot of cats who are out here playing out their mind.
Yeah, he's not the
But
only one though. He is not the only one.
Tua,
He got
Tua close.
Tua,
Tua's
Brock
close.
Purdy,
Yeah,
Jordan Love.
that video of
I
Brock Purdy at practice, you seen that where he was throwing balls and they were going on Twitter saying like this is they're just like this is an absolute joke of a quarterback. Like he has no arm talent whatsoever.
take a seat, bro. Yeah, like he's not much better than Mac Jones at all, in my opinion. But
Yeah,
that's
I,
a
I like Mac
topic for
Jones
another
better.
day.
He's a bigger dude. I think he
Yeah,
he can spin
maybe.
it. He can spin
Like
it.
Purdy's mobility a little bit more.
Purdy's mobility doesn't give him the edge. If I'm the 49ers, I'm not gonna talk about it too long, but if I'm the 49ers, I would put Brock out there solely for the to just get some more tape after post injury. So people are not thinking that they're buying damaged goods, even though they are. And try to trade him. And I don't know who the hell's gonna take him with that contract, but I think that Mac's gotta be the guy for them. I mean, he's
Maybe the
playing
Niners don't want to put him out there because maybe they think it only will be bad tape, and maybe it
that
won't be good tape at all. Because I
yeah.
mean, they kind of already did the soft benching
Yeah,
essentially.
and Trey Lance. Remember how they dealt with the Trey Lance situation? Respect to the Niners for not being like a Jaguars, like just like in denial about like they
They
moved
got
up,
lucky.
they
They got
moved,
lucky, is what they got.
but they moved off him. Yeah, they. I mean,
They
what did they
got
get for him?
lucky.
Whatever it was
They
a
traded
fleece.
three. They
It
traded
was
three first round
no, no,
picks
no. But
for him.
what did they get for him when they traded him? It was a fleece. Like obviously they got fleeced when they drafted him, but I'm saying when they got
Yeah,
rid
I
of
can't
him,
remember. Yeah, I
they
can't remember
fleeced. I
exactly what they
forgot what they
got.
got, but I remember I was like, oh my
The
god, for
Cowboys. I think they
yeah.
might have got a third
Oh
round
my
pick,
god,
maybe.
yeah. It was something crazy like that. Yeah, it was something crazy like that. But all right, Bears Vikings. That's gonna be a good one. And I know that the Vikes are not. They're 4-5, right? And the Bears are 6-3. But I'm not sold on the Caleb Williams thing yet because he hasn't done it. He's like all these games that we're talking about are against like bottom five defenses.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So if he can go and have a performance like that against this Vikings team, I'll be impressed, and I'll buy a little bit of the Caleb Williams stock. I'm not gonna go full on, but I'll buy a little bit of the stock. Vikings defense is legit. And I know it's only like his fifth start, but Jaden McCarthy's gotta look better, bro. Like, he's gotta look better. I mean, tell me what you think about this game. It's probably one of the we have so many good games. I think this one's gonna fly under the radar for
A
sure this
lot,
week.
yeah, a lot will. So you gotta pick and choose which game you're gonna really look to break down. But yeah, I see this one. I see this has shootout potential in it. This Bears defense, they're one of the worst defenses in the league against the pass. I think they rank 26th, maybe 27th against the pass, giving up well over 240 yards per game in the air. So this a defense that Kevin O'Connell could exploit. Two great offensive coordinators in this matchup.
Yep.
But on the other side of the ball for the Bears, their defense ranks, I think,
It's trash.
bottom half. I mean, I didn't mean to say the Bears, the Vikings. Their run defense. I know they have a
Yeah.
legit defense, but their run defense is bottom half of the league. I think maybe 23rd in the league. So this is a spot for DeAndre Swift and Kyle Monunga. I think they could see a big role here.
Got
And
a little two-headed snake going there.
yeah, because he's broke out. So they got a nice 2-man run game there. We got a mastermind clash with Brian Flores and Ben Johnson.
I'm
So
excited for
yeah,
that, dude. I'm
that
excited for
could
that.
be a coordinating matchup of the week. I
Yeah.
do like that game, but I do think the Bears win this game. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. I'm
That's
I'm
where I
not
was
a
thinking.
I mean, I'll be
You not
wrong, and
buying the 9 stock?
nah, I think that made me hate him even more. I'm like, I don't hate
9.
him, but I think that made me believe in him less. Like,
Yeah.
okay, dude, you're just 9. Like,
You
no,
it's like a
Matthew
golden rule. It's a
Stafford's
golden
9, bro.
rule.
You
You
don't get to
can't
call
yeah,
yourself
yeah.
that. You
It's
don't
it's a
get to call
golden
yourself.
rule. You can't make up your own name.
Can't give yourself a
You
nickname. Yeah,
can't. And
it's not how that works.
especially how ass you've looked. Like, you can't do
Yeah,
you just set yourself up for just to be the laughing stock of the season. Fuck the week, this
yeah.
season.
Yeah,
So
because
yeah.
now if you don't perform, it's like, oh, how's 9 doing? Where was 9 today? Now you're just like fried, bro.
Ni-
Like
Nine.
take
Fuck.
9 out back.
Nine. No. Not
But yeah, I'm
nine.
gonna go with the Bears in that one.
Okay, I agree. We're gonna go ahead and we can go ahead and talk about the Steelers Bengals real quick.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
I think the Steelers get their get back. I know earlier in the week, earlier in the season, we did go against them and we took the 5.5. We were like, they're gonna win outright. They do, but this is a spot where, and out of all divisions, like, this goes for every division, but especially this one, it is so hard to sweep a team, especially sweep a team that's better than you. Like, the Bengals are 3-6. The Steelers, I know they beat them, but the Steelers are a better team. You know what I mean? Was a Thursday night divisional
Yeah.
game. Like,
Where Tomlin just doesn't win.
yeah,
So
just weird shit happens. I do like the Steelers convincingly. I think they cover that five and a
yeah,
half.
yeah.
A-Rod, I think this is a good spot for him going up. It's a get right game. Like, you're going up against literally, I think, 31st or 32nd worst
Yeah,
defense.
bottom tier,
Just
bottom bitch.
horrible, just a
Yeah.
horrible defense. Like, they give everybody yards for free. They hand them out to anybody. So I think this is a good get right game for him. They'll go 6-4 if they win that, and then the
They need
Ravens.
it.
Yeah,
The Raven, yeah.
The
The
Ravens are
Ravens
going
are
to win that.
coming.
The Ravens are going to win their game.
Ravens.
They're going to beat the Browns, so that would make them what, 5-5. So
Yeah.
so that would make the Steelers 6-4. That'll make the Ravens 5-5, and then the Ravens' schedule is obviously a lot easier.
And still haven't played the Steelers once yet.
They play
So
them twice. Yeah, that's
yeah.
with a potential for that. I think they play.
Week 18. Yeah.
Yeah,
Week
that's
18.
going to have some playoff implications. Hopefully, that's going to be a playoff game for sure.
Yeah.
So the matchup of the week, in my opinion, I can't even call the matchup of the week. We're eating this week. If you're a football fan, like, we're eating this week for sure. Like,
Maybe
there's so many
day,
good games.
day matchup of the week.
Oh yeah. Ooh, I would have
Day
loved to see
matchup.
it flex, but I can't say, oh yeah, I don't want to watch Philly and Detroit at
Yeah.
8:20 p.m. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, it's whatever.
Yeah.
Seahawks, Rams. Now, I was talking earlier in the week with a couple people. I do like the Rams in this spot. Man, I hate to say this because I love Sam Darnold. I'm so glad he's balling out. I love to see a comeback story like that. But I feel like this is going to be like a Lil Bro situation, kind of. Like, the Seahawks are going to come in. They got a hot young head coach who's new. I think McVay's going to just just calm down a little. I think McVay is going to put him down. I do think it'll be a good game still, but I'm telling you, the Rams have looked so good. If the Seahawks win this game, I am all in on them. I don't think they're a Super Bowl contender yet, just because of Darnold's past and how they went out last year. I'm not trying to hold that against them too much, like I said. But if the Seahawks pull this off, dude, I mean, they are legit as can be, bro. And it's gonna be hard. Like the Rams play great defense. This is gonna be a defensive clash. But like how many teams can you say, how many teams like the Rams and the Seahawks are in the league that are they have both sides of the ball just fireworks right now? Like it's unreal. It's unreal. What do you think about this matchup? 3-point spread going LA's
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, so this will be we'll go on opposite ends here. This one pains me because I'm a huge Matthew Stafford. He's probably outside of Mahomes. He's probably my favorite quarterback. So I'm going with the Seahawks in this game. Reasoning
Get in the
for that,
3.
yeah, I think that 3 is a big indicating number because I feel like if this game was in Seattle, the Rams obviously wouldn't be favored because you basically you get
Yeah.
a standard 3 points
It'll
just for
probably be like a
being at
pick
home
'em. It
most
will probably
times.
be like a one and a
Yeah,
half pick 'em.
essentially. And one thing about the Seattle team, it doesn't matter whether they're home or away. This team travels on the road. I think under Mike McDaniel, they might only have 1 or 2 home away losses. Like through his tenure so far in 2 years, they might have only lost one game on the road. You look at this Ram defense. The biggest, I guess, hole in this team is the secondary,
Yeah.
and you're playing the best wide receiver in the NFL this week.
They got a bunch of Jags, just a guy playing
Yeah, so
secondary.
yeah, you got a bunch of dudes who are unproven or giveaways. You got obviously you got Forbes over there. You got Witherspoon. He's a young talent, but they got JSN this week. That's going to be hell. I think he cooks. I do
Shaheed,
think this. I think this is a good battle between McVay and McDonald. We were talking about the coordinating. I mean, these are head coaches, but they're
offensive
coordinate.
guru versus
Yeah,
defensive
yeah,
guru.
yeah. So this will be another one. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks in this game. I think this is a game where Sam Darnold knows we saw the letdown from
The
last year as
debacle.
he balled out. Yeah, and we're like, all right, these 2 games, this is what we want to see.
Yeah.
So I think he's got those out of his way. I don't think he's necessarily in his head about choking these games. I just think he has to come out there and not do too much, keep playing the same way he's been playing all year, and they'll be in position to win this game. The Rams are hot. I think they're the best team in the NFL right now,
Yeah.
but doesn't mean you can't lose.
Yeah.
So
Is Devontae
yeah.
out? Or no, I think he'll be fine. I think he's
No,
playing.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He
He's
should be
fine.
playing. He,
Yeah.
he should be playing. Even if they had him, I'd still take the Seahawks. I
Yeah.
just I love their defense.
Yeah.
They get to the pass rush. They stop the run. Great secondary.
Yeah.
Obviously, the weapons on offense, and Sam Darnold's playing good. So yeah, give me the Seahawks. That's actually that'll be one of my first official picks. Is the Seahawks +3.
Okay,
So
okay. The only thing that
throwing them in
scares me
there.
about the Seahawks is
I didn't want to. I wanted to take the Steelers -5.5, but I
you
was
can't
like,
lay
I
the
was like,
points.
no, it's just a lot for Mike Tomlin.
Yeah,
Mike
yeah,
Tomlin, big favorite. I probably will end up being wrong, but
yeah.
I'm taking the
I
Seahawks.
got I got I gotta say the only thing that does scare me about the Seahawks is we're getting to that time of the year where it's getting cold, it's getting nasty outside. You know, playoff football is defense and run game. Who has it? And you know it travels. And the Seahawks, I don't think that they have the best rushing game. I mean,
No,
all the
no, they cannot run
discourse,
the ball.
they
Yeah, they
can't run the
cannot run
ball.
the
It's
ball.
like you got K9, and K9 was so good. I don't even know what happened. Like we're not gonna get into K9, but you got Charbonnet. I mean, look, if the Seahawks can get some run game going, I love them in this spot. Especially too if you're the Rams and or I'm sorry, if you're the Seahawks and you can limit that Rams pass rush with the weapons you have and the arm Sam Darnold has, they're going to light up that secondary. Like the
Yeah,
pass rush needs to get home for the Rams, or else that secondary is going to get tore up. So there's two little pockets that they can find there to get a dub. And
yeah,
I mean, bro, that's going to be a fucking matchup. That potential divisional matchup preview. Like you never know. Like
yeah.
we could see these guys meet
Yeah,
again.
and you alluded to the fact that they are a team that probably needs to be at home during the playoffs.
Yeah,
I think the Seahawks become that much more dangerous if they can find a way to get a home playoff game.
yeah.
You get in front of that Seahawks home crowd. Not only that, a
The
lot of these
12.
NFC teams are traveling from the Northeast
Yeah.
or East Coast. So that long flight to Seattle, that's
It's a
5+
bitch of
hour
a
flight.
flight. It's a
So
bitch of a flight.
yeah, and the weather gets nasty, wet, and cold up there during
Gotta
this
have a
time in
run game. You
Seattle.
gotta have a run
Yes,
game.
so you have to be able to run the ball. I think
Yeah.
if they can somehow win this game, because this is both teams are tied for first in the NFC West right now. So not that they obviously play each other again. I'm not going to say it's a must win for either team,
Mhm.
but it's that you feel a lot better winning this game than losing, because then
100%.
you have a game to play with. We might be able to take a preview at the schedule sometime later, because I don't know what teams like next 3-4 games are looking like,
For
but
the Seahawks,
yeah, for both teams, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know like who's on the Rams schedule upcoming for the next 3 weeks
the
or the
Seahawks,
Seahawks
have a semi
next three
semi
weeks. Yeah, I just
semi
worry really about the
cupcake
next three.
semi cupcake. They got after the Rams, they got the Titans. Then
Okay,
they
that's
play
a
the
good tough
Vikings, then they
team.
play the Falcons. So there's
I think they can win two of those three. I think that's all you really need to get is two out of those three.
there's potential that they can run up that yeah, so I mean that makes this game just even that more important because
Yeah,
if I look at the Rams who they play, the Rams have the Bucks, the Panthers and the
tough game.
Cardinals and then they have the Lions. So
Okay.
this is an
Yeah,
important game. This is a
yeah,
really
it
important game.
is. Yep.
And if you're the Seahawks obviously like I know Sam Darnold's been balling out his mind, but like I can't really think of a great team that they played and just absolutely put it on them, you know what I mean? I feel like, I mean, that's
They've
not their
dominated
fault.
everybody though. They've
Oh my
dominated
god.
everyone.
Bro, what
They've
I was literally
dominated
talking with my
everyone.
boy, we both have JSN in fantasy, and he was like, "The only downside to having JSN in fantasy is that they whoop teams' asses so bad, he doesn't play in the second half, like, at
Yeah,
all." And, like, and he still is giving you 25, 30, like,
yeah,
every game, so, like, that's
yeah.
unreal.
That's also a good indicator, I think, of a good team is even if you're not playing competition that you think's up to your level, if you're blowing them out the
Whooping
water,
their ass. Because like, look at the
you're
Packers.
yeah,
How
yeah,
many shit teams have the Packers just absolutely
yeah.
struggled against? Like,
Outside of pretty much week one, outside for the Packers, they have they haven't like
it's
beat
been
anybody
ugly.
convincingly.
It's been
Yeah.
ugly. It's been so inconsistent. All right, Chiefs and Broncos. For the
Mm.
Chiefs, I feel like, that if you lose this game for the Chiefs, I think you still make the playoffs. But bro, it is going to be an uphill battle. I mean, you got the Broncos at 8-2. You got the Chargers 7-3 right now. I mean, this is going to be an important game. You are going to Denver. Bo Nix plays really good against the Chiefs. For whatever reason, I mean, I don't know what's going on with him lately, but he plays well against the Chiefs. So we'll see it this time.
Yeah, we'll see.
Four
He's only
point
had a
spread.
year against them.
Yeah, yeah.
I ain't giving him too much.
4 point spread. What's it called? I think this is going to be a defensive slugfest. I'm not saying it's going to be 10-7 like the Raiders Broncos game on Thursday night or Monday night, whichever one it was. But I think it's going to be a low scoring game. And I am taking the Chiefs in this one, minus the 3.5. I mean, there's nothing else that I can tell you besides Bo Nix is a young quarterback. Andy Reid and the Chiefs defense are going to be ready for him. And when you have a young quarterback, I'm not going to say it's easier to game plan against, but they're like the tendencies on tape scream and stand out way more than a seasoned vet. So they know exactly what they're getting into. I think that they get it done. And if you're the Broncos, if you can beat this Chiefs team, go 9-2, and send them to 5-5, and not eliminate them, but damn near, like that's going to be huge, absolutely huge. So, what do you think about this Chiefs Broncos game? This is definitely one of the better ones this week.
Yeah. Also, probably second best game. I think the Seattle Rams will be the
Yeah,
best game of the week, and then
fireworks
I think
should
this
be.
will be second one. But yeah, I'm going with the Chiefs, and the particular reasons is nobody owns a franchise like Mahomes has owned the Broncos. He's played them 14 times in his career. Guess how many losses he has?
I'm gonna go with two.
One. He has one loss against the Broncos. Not only
Wow.
that, Chiefs are coming off a bye week. If you
Oh
know
yeah,
anything
I
about
forgot
Andy
about
Reid
that.
off of a
Oh
bye week,
man. Okay.
not only is
Oh,
Andy
okay.
Reid, yeah,
Okay,
not
I'm
only is
loving it
yeah,
now. I'm loving
let
it
me wrap
now.
you up.
Okay, I
Let me
forgot
wrap you
about
up.
that.
Not only
I
is Andy
forgot.
Reid and Mahomes lethal duo off a bye, who else is coming off a bye? Steve Spagnuolo.
Yeah.
This guy has been prepping all week to watch this incompetent Broncos offense do absolutely nothing for the first 47 minutes of the football game. And then in the last
Absolutely.
8 minutes, you turn into the 2000 Rams.
Yeah.
So I think this is a game the Chiefs I think they control. I do think it'll be close, but I feel like the Chiefs will have a real control on this game. Honestly, I could see the Broncos coming out to a 7 or 10-0 lead, and then I
Getting
think the
punched
Chiefs
in the
can just
mouth.
walk them down. Yeah, I honestly I think the Chiefs are just going to win this game. I don't know
Yeah.
if they cover.
Hmm.
I think they will end up covering just because I think they're going to put up more points consistently
Yeah.
than the Broncos will. But yeah, I love Andy Reid off a bye. Mahomes owns the Broncos,
Yeah.
so if anybody's trying to dispute that fact, I'll send you the clips. I'll send you the graphics. Like it's sick what this dude does versus the Broncos. Like
Yeah.
they just beat him, I think last year or the
They
year
know
before
it's a
for the
must
first
win.
time.
Like everybody in that locker room knows it's a must win,
Yeah,
and that's all I
yeah.
need to know.
And this is the if there's one thing we know Mahomes does is he rises to the big games. This is not
Yep.
a player that you have to worry about. Is he going to
This is a
perform?
playoff game. Like this is a playoff game. Like
Yeah,
simple as
and
that.
who are you going to take in your playoff game?
Mahomes.
Mahomes or Bo Nix?
Not taking Bo Nix in any playoff game,
Yeah.
honestly.
So give
That
me the
defense, I
Chiefs.
mean, fuck, man. That defense is so good that they're able to win
I
in
think
spite.
Sertan will probably return this week. Something tells me that this will be the week he decides he wants to come back.
That
So
would be a huge boost for them. Huge
still
boost
going
for them.
Chiefs. Yeah, because they're not really reliant on one guy. You know, they're
Yeah.
working underneath, working the intermediate. So I like this.
Lions,
Like this game.
Eagles, prime
Mm,
time. I think this is
mm,
going to be a great game. I can't really catch a read on the Eagles. Like, I don't know what
yeah.
I'm going to get on a week to week basis. I do know that if I'm the Lions, look, the Lions, I feel like every time they lose, they still score like a good amount of points. Like they've had games they put up 28 and lost. And usually when teams lose, like, they're not putting up 28, right? But the defense is letting up more than 28. So that's the problem. And I know
Yeah.
they're banged up. But I think that on the road playing Philly, this would be a huge win for the Lions if they can pull it off. They're currently 6-3, Eagles 7-2. Philadelphia is -2.5. They opened at 1.5, so I think people are liking Philly. I'm not sure why after seeing that Packers game. I mean, that was an ugly game all around.
Yeah.
I think the Lions get it done. I think they win the game. I think the fireworks on the road will catch Philly a little bit of sleep. New live stream clip of AJ Brown saying "Drop me if you have me in fantasy" on Janky Rondo's stream. A lot of stuff going on in Philly right now. I mean, we're
That's the
talking about
thing. I don't know if you want to get into that, but like, I'm not. I swear, I'm not even mad at AJ because it's like
I'm not either.
he's
Like
not
I know.
saying nothing wrong, bro. Like,
Yeah.
all
So
right,
and somebody made a good
our
point.
offense is cheek. Our offense
Yeah.
is cheeks. Why
Yeah.
can I not get the ball then?
Yeah.
Like, it'd be. I'd shut up if Saquon was going
Yeah.
crazy,
Right, right,
1,700, 2,000 yard pace, dumb
right,
touchdown, or Smitty's even going crazy. Like, nah,
right.
it's Smitty's seizing the ball.
Yeah.
Nobody's hooping.
Yeah.
Why can't I get the rock if nobody's hooping?
Yeah. It's not looking good. Somebody made a good point too. Receivers don't get paid off of winning. They get
Yeah,
paid off of
no.
production. So
Yeah,
I understand why he's
exactly.
mad. And I do think that he will. I look, I don't think if you're the Eagles, I don't think you could have traded him before the deadline just because you guys are literally
I'm
in
waiting to
prime.
the
Yeah,
I'm waiting. I'm
you're in prime
waiting.
position for another Super Bowl. You know how hard it is to win a Super Bowl and then compete for another one the year after. I mean, it is insanely hard. So I do think they made the right move keeping him. I do think that they will trade him obviously in the offseason, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like the
man.
Eagles in this game though.
Jalen Hurts is his kid's godfather. Like the random beef, like all the it's just so weird. Like it's just
How about
so
you just
weird.
throw me the ball, dude? Can you
Yeah.
just throw me the ball? How about
Yeah.
that? Like this
A lot of this falls on Jalen Hurts too. Like he has
Yeah,
not been playing
I think
well.
it's Hurts and it's Patullo. I think people kind of they say the name, but like, what is this dude doing that you
Yeah.
cannot draw up a scheme to get your bet? Like we saw in the Bears game, Roma Dunze goes a whole game without a target or a single catch. His dad then lets out a tweet, "Get my son the ball," whatever. The
Yeah.
very next week, the very first play of the game, they put
Bro.
him in motion, run him on a speed out, first
Boom.
target to Rome.
Yup.
That simple. Do that to AJ Brown on the
Yup.
third play. Throw him a little screen. It
Yeah.
is not hard. You cannot.
Yeah.
It's almost harder to not give him the ball
Yeah.
than it is to try to give him the ball.
Yeah.
It's not like he's not going in these games and just being completely
And like
doubled
Smitty's
and
eating.
getting.
Like Smitty's
Yeah,
eating. Like Smitty's looking good.
he's looking fine, but his inconsistencies with the targets are there as well. I am gonna take the Eagles in this game. I like them. The Lions, they run a lot of man to man coverage. We mentioned it before.
And they're
Terry
banged up.
Arnold,
They're
brother,
banged
Terry
up.
Arnold, you will be on the watch list
more
again.
more time. What'd you say?
More more talk than production. So this week you got two beasts to guard. One of them is going to get off. My guess is AJ Brown will probably get off because
Yeah.
I feel like when it's usually when the drama builds up this high, I feel like he has a good week the next week, and then
Yeah.
it's basically just like a shut him up for a couple weeks
Yep.
and that type of thing. So
Yep.
I do expect the Eagles to win. Hopefully, whether it's Saquon having a game or AJ Brown having a game, I think the Eagles D line is going to give the Lions offensive line problems.
Yeah.
Jalen Carter obviously might have an argument for the best defensive tackle in the NFL. He could
Yep.
already be that. The secondary, they looked improved last week versus Green Bay. I thought that Jordan Love would have more success versus them. He did not. Maybe he's a fraud. Maybe the Eagles defense is just better. So there could be
Yeah.
a little bit of both there. But yeah, give me the Eagles -2.5. That was also going to be another one of my picks that I'm taking.
Yes, sir. All right. So run me through your picks for the week.
Yeah, I'll
Uh,
just recap them over. So I'll go over the two that we mentioned. I'm not going to talk about them because we already did. But yeah, I got the Seahawks +3,
mhm.
taking the Eagles -2.5. And then my other two picks, I got the Panthers, man. I got Carolina
Yeah.
+3.5
Sharps
versus the
play.
Falcons.
Sharps play.
Falcons fraudulent. I don't think they should be favored by more than 3 and a hook versus anybody in the NFL. I don't care who it is. I think if they can get this the same formula, you got to feed Rico. Feed
Yeah.
Rico, find Tet, and if this defense can find stops, I like them to win that game outright, let alone cover. And for my fourth pick, I'm taking San Fran -3 versus Cardinals. Feel like this game's being swept under the rug.
Yeah.
Got Jacoby Brissett out there
They just got
again.
embarrassed too. Just
Yeah,
got embarrassed.
and I think this will be the ripple effect of that game. I
Yeah.
don't think it's a game where, oh, we're gonna just bounce back and get it going. I
Mhm.
think Robert Sala is gonna have some heat sent at Jacoby Brissett. We already know his
Yep.
inability to move the ball outside of the pocket will be a problem.
He's not
Mac
that
Jones
mobile.
or Brock Purdy, I don't really think it matters
Same
who's
guy.
out there, honestly. Yeah. So I think it's continue to feed CMC. Try to get George Kittle involved more. We've seen a little bit. I know he's been hurt, but I would
Yeah.
just love to see that breakout Kittle game.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think this is a game the 49ers could end up winning by 10, 13 points, and like it'll just be
Yeah.
swept under the rug because it's, oh yeah, they should have beat them. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
take the 3 while it's low. Could see this getting up to maybe 4.5 potentially by Sunday.
Yeah.
But yeah, give me so that would be my 4 picks. I am 11-5 on the year, I think. Yeah, I went 2-2 last week. That's actually been my worst week of the year. Been 3-1 every week. So hopefully bounce back, stay in the positive, or at least 500.
Yep. Yep. All right. I took a college one last week, so I'm gonna take another college one this week. Give me Iowa +7.5 at
Oh
USC.
yeah, oh
I
yeah, they're gonna
love
win.
it. I
They're gonna win
love
the
them to
game.
I love them to win outright. We saw the Oregon game. They were right there. They could have won that game. I think they should have won that game. Defense travels, run game travels. I think I'm gonna be honest, man. I know USC over the last year or two has beefed up in the trenches and they're running the ball a lot more. Lincoln Riley's
Matchup.
made it. Lincoln Riley's made it a point to kind of get some more grit, some more toughness, but you can't out grit and you can't out tough an Iowa football team. Give me
Yeah,
Iowa +7.5. I think that is way too many points on the road or not. My
yeah.
next pick, I'm gonna do something this week that I usually never ever do. But I think that these two teams, I don't think it's a question. I think that these two teams are an absolute lock. I know nothing's a lock, but I'm taking a two leg. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers money line with the Baltimore Ravens money line. Now,
AFC North lay.
this comes out to -110. Um,
No.
it's chalk. It's chalk. I'm gonna be real. It's a chalk play. Like it's a square ass play. But I just don't see any world where these two teams lose this week. Like absolutely zero chance. And then I got the Chiefs -3.5. I think the Chiefs get it done. I love them on the road, at home, wherever. I do not think that Bo Nix is going to be able to outduel Spags and his defense. I expect the Chiefs to hold that Broncos defense to under 17 points. And I know that I'll get more than 17 out of the Chiefs. I can see the Chiefs scoring 24, 27, kind of probably cap it off
That'd
around
be
that.
if they put up 27,
That
that'd
would
be
be
real
impressive.
impressive.
I think that they come out hot. I think that they get it done. But those are my picks for the week. We will update you guys on how those go after the so we'll do an episode on Monday. We won't even talk about the Monday game. I mean, it's a shit show. Cowboys, Raiders.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
no action in that game. If I had to,
Ooh.
give me the Raiders +3.5, just because it's a
Only
nasty
thing
game. but I
I
can't.
got I got Genty and CeeDee Lamb in a fantasy league of mine, so that's literally the only reason I'm watching that game.
Yeah, it's going to be a shit show. But all right, we're going to wrap up this episode. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we will catch you guys on Monday. Peace.